Okay, what you see here is Microsoft's first Surface computer, which we envision to be an entirely new class of products. It's comprised of 4 different attributes. Specifically, the first attribute is called direct interaction, where I can just reach out and touch a Surface computer with my hands rather than using a mouse or a keyboard. So I can dip my finger in paint, in this case blue paint, and I can place it down onto the surface, and cameras recognize my finger underneath, and then projectors send a corresponding image to the surface. You can see that I can have fun in making eyes, a nose, and I can drag a single finger across the surface to make a mouth. So that's the first attribute of Surface computing, which is called direct interaction. The second is multi-touch. Now, a Surface computer can recognize dozens and dozens of points of contact. I can take all of my fingers, place them down on the surface, and you can see that we have massive multi-touch. So the second attribute of Surface computing is multi-touch, which buys you the third attribute of Surface computing is that not only can I interact with this, but because this is a 360-degree UI, we can all jump in and interact with it at once. We can change colors, go across the surface, which changes the way that people interact with digital content, because now they can do it in a social and collaborative way. The fourth attribute of Surface computing is object recognition. We've gone to the hardware store to purchase a paintbrush off the shelf. This is just a standard paintbrush that has not been digitized. I can dip it in paint as I would in the real world, bring it to the canvas, and paint as I would with paint in a paintbrush. I can also have some fun, draw a nose, maybe a mouth. Then additionally, you can see that we can bring objects to the surface that are from the real world, additionally outside of paintbrushes. In this case, this is a tagged object, which has what we call a domino tag on the back, which over the course of time we can have be associated with millions and millions of combinations. And in this case, I can place it down onto the surface and it'll be recognized as an eye. We can have some fun with this. And then I can actually paint with a paintbrush, and you can see that we now have a great experience, which is actually showing how we can use object recognition. So